Right now on Apple Valley News, now live at 5, Yakima Valley facing another round of flooding as rivers prepare to crest again by week's end. Tonight, what challenges still lie ahead? Plus, from Yakima Valley farmer to Washington, D.C. congressman. After 6 terms in Congress, Representative Dan Newhouse makes a big announcement about what's next. And festive costumes turn ordinary moments into holiday magic. The Canine Parade proving medicine comes in many forms. Stacy?
And from Ellensburg to Tri-Cities and beyond, we were tracking gusty winds and more changes coming in your weather forecast. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
And a very good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. Well, the Yakima Valley is on the road to recovery after floods and strong winds, but some obstacles still stand in the way. Director for Emergency Management Tony Miller says rivers are expected to crest again by the end of the week. Crews are also addressing over 4,000 power outages caused by the wind, and at least 4 homes were damaged in the storm. Still, Miller says the situation is ramping down.
We're starting to go into our recovery part. We had our response, ramp up response, and now we're starting to move into our recovery. It's like we said last week, patience. If you do need resources, reach out.
Join us later tonight to find out whether or not all the extra flood water can be saved for irrigation. Well, Stacey Lee joining us. First look at your first alert forecast, the wind.
The wind, what did I say? 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And literally there it was at 3 a.m. Add to that, we had thunder and lightning. Very rare for that to happen in December, but that occurred last night as well. Let's take a look at some of those wind totals around the area. It was pretty wild, right around 3 a.m. to 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. We had winds from 50s and 60s all the way up to a gust measured at 81 miles per hour in Pendleton. Folks, that's close to hurricane level winds, if not that. But again, very, very gusty all through the area. We saw gusts up in the mountains like, say, White Pass, 99 miles per hour. So it was pretty wild. Now, the good news is those winds are starting to die down. Current wind gusts outside, again, still breezy. Some of us still seeing gusts around 30 miles an hour, but those winds are going to die down. Now, talking about power outages, take a look at our map. Here's some of the folks still without power in Adams County, Kittitas County, Yakima County, Umatilla, Union, and Klickitat. So lots of power outages still being worked on from those gusty winds. Cue up our next weather maker. It is another atmospheric river, and look where it is pointing, right at the Pacific Northwest. Now, the majority of the water now is going to be impacting Oregon. We're going to be watching for flooding on the Oregon coast and in the Portland area. Tonight, though, we have slightly breezy winds, but a nice sunset outside on our Dust Devil Skycam. 47 degrees, winds at 14 miles an hour. Our feels like temp is 41, so on the cool side, and temperatures are going to start sliding down. All around the area, we're seeing temperatures, most of us still in the 40s tonight. It's a chilly 35 right now in Ellensburg. Planning your evening out where you have those 30s and 40s, definitely needing a coat or at least a heavy sweater into the evening as you plan your night out. All right, so the winds will decrease overnight. Showers for most of the day on Thursday. Rivers running swift and high. You want to be very careful around any rivers around the region and get ready for the mountains. We've got winter weather advisories. We're going to see snow, and then add to that freezing rain. Travel concerns definitely coming up. I'll break all of that down coming up in my first alert weather forecast. Austin?
Stacey, so much to unpack. Thank you. We'll check in with you soon. New at 5, Congressman Dan Newhouse says his time in Washington, D.C. is coming to an end. The Republican representing Washington's 4th District announced today he will not seek re-election in 2026. Newhouse won re-election to a 6th term last year, narrowly defeating Trump-endorsed challenger Jared Sessler. A third-generation farmer in the Yakima Valley, he has represented Central Washington in the U.S. House for more than a decade after serving in state and local government. State Senator Matt Behnke of the 8th Legislative District praised Newhouse's service and his impact on the region. while telling Apple Valley News Now today he actually is considering whether to run.
He set us up for success, and I think it matters to a lot of people that we continue that success. We don't back down from a lot of people, and we need to have somebody as a leader that has that experience to go forth and then fight on that global stage and then fight for us here in Eastern Washington.
In a statement, Newhouse said the decision comes with no reservations or remorse and tells Apple Valley News Now it was just time. Newhouse says he plans to continue serving the district with energy and enthusiasm through the end of his term as attention now turns to who will fill the open seat in 2026. Well, a new nonprofit focused on helping people experiencing homelessness is getting off the ground in the Tri-Cities. And organizers say their next big challenge is finding the right space. The Tri-City Alliance for the Unhoused is a newly formed nonprofit, separate from church-based efforts like Sent to Serve. The group is working to secure buildings or property that could be used to provide safe overnight shelters for people currently living outside. Leaders say the goal is to move people off the streets and into a structured, supportive environment.
We'd like to model Walla Walla and Hermiston Sleep Center here in our area. There's several like-minded folks out there that are pushing for this.
Organizers say community support and cooperation from local cities will be key as they search for a suitable location. They are encouraging residents to learn more about the effort and what's needed to make the project a reality. Well, the Port of Benton has approved its 2026 budget, laying out major investments while keeping the plan balanced for taxpayers. Port officials say the 2026 budget is balanced and includes about a $186,000 projected surplus, while also lowering the overall levy rate for property owners. The spending plan directs millions toward infrastructure improvements, including work at port-owned airports, rail lines, and industrial properties, all aimed at supporting economic development across Benton County. Officials say the budget balances long-term capital projects with day-to-day operations, while still leaving room for public input as projects move forward.
Use the Port's commission meetings to provide another opportunity for public input.
The full 2026 budget is available on the Port of Benton's website, and commission meetings are open to the public. The General Counsel for Ben Franklin Transit is now responding after the Chief Executive Officer, Thomas Drost, came under fire by employees at a board meeting last Thursday night. Jeremy Bishop says he is overseeing an independent external investigation about the governance concerns. He says BFT takes concerns about workplace culture seriously and will address them according to their policies and procedures. Bishop says that they are committed to making improvements where needed, which includes having multiple pathways to raise concerns without fear of retaliation, reinforcing their standards of conduct, and strengthening communication. Today, Nick Reiner appeared in court for the first time since being charged with the murder of his parents. Legendary director Rob Reiner and producer Michelle Singer Reiner. This says the couple is being mourned and remembered by those who knew him best and them best. Cole Higgins has more.
32-year-old Nick Reiner making a brief appearance in court after being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The judge not allowing cameras to film Reiner, who appeared to be wearing a thick blue vest while sitting near his lawyers.
We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January.
Reiner ordered to be held without bail until that arraignment. His attorney, Alan Jackson, calling the murders of Reiner's parents, Rob and Michelle, a devastating tragedy.
Very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. Those need to be thoroughly but very carefully dealt with.
Reiner has previously said he's had multiple stints in rehab and at times experienced homelessness.
There was a level of self-medication. There was also a level of doing something radical and doing something to get outside of myself.
I mean, I knew there were issues because he's had him for a long time, but he was on the up.
Friends and family of the Reiners still in shock.
I'm so broken. You know, I lost my two best friends. There was nothing, and I say nothing, that family would not do for their children. They lived for their children.
Jake and Romy Reiner, son and daughter of Rob and Michelle, releasing a statement Wednesday reading in part, "Words cannot even begin to describe the unimaginable pain we are experiencing every moment of the day. They weren't just our parents, they were our best friends." I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
Nick Reiner's attorney has asked the public not to jump to conclusions and to allow the judicial system to move forward with dignity and respect. Following this newscast, World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on our coverage of Nick Reiner, plus new surveillance released in the manhunt for the Brown University gunman. In lighter news and to making a difference, Cadleck Regional Medical Center is getting a dose of holiday cheer with a little help from some four-legged friends. Canine teams from Cadleck, Providence, St. Mary, Providence, Sacred Heart, and Benton County paraded through the hospital, all decked out for the holidays. The dogs decked out in festive gear, from Santa hats to holiday bandanas, turning a routine morning into a moment of joy for people who may be spending the holidays in the hospital.
Nobody likes to be in the hospital, especially this time of year during the holidays. So if we can walk around and give the patients and visitors something to smile about, that's what it's all about.
The parade also highlights the strong partnership between local hospitals and canine teams, who often serve the community in high-stress situations all year. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, one student council is credited for helping to create a community space for students and families. When we return, we will tell you why it's a place to learn and grow. Plus, Stacy Lee is back with a look at your full First Alert forecast. We made it to the middle of the week. Look at that, Yakima, 43 degrees, Kennewick, 47. We'll be right back.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later. All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
College football action continues on Apple Valley News Now, all the way through New Year's Eve, wrapping up with the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. College football on Apple Valley News Now is sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care. Enter Santa's Big Give and maybe win $500 from Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities or a $200 gift card from Bank CDA. Enter at contests on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Win big from Coca-Cola, Bank CDA, and Apple Valley News Now.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
You're watching Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Welcome back, everybody. Well, students at Mesa Elementary School will soon get to test out their green thumbs, all thanks to a new grant that will help the school build a community garden. The school is receiving nearly $30,000 from T-Mobile as part of a hometown grant, which school officials say the student council even helped teachers apply for. Mesa Elementary plans to use the funds to build a greenhouse, new garden beds, and a picnic area, and they are hoping to start construction as soon as possible. Well, the 2026 Washington State legislative session begins in less than 1 month from now. And today, a total of 7 legislative priorities took center stage at a Tri-Cities luncheon in Pasco. The Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce hosted the event at the Red Lion Hotel, laying out its 2026 agenda. Priorities include urban area legislation for Richland, clean energy investments through Energy Northwest, and funding for Pasco's Basic Law Enforcement Academy. Local and state leaders attended. Now, with a state budget deficit looming, Tri-City leaders say making their case early is critical.
Our group hears from all the groups, from realtors to the home builders to the nonprofits who provide human services to the school systems, about what their priorities are for Olympia to ensure that we're meeting all of those needs for our community.
Water was also in the forefront, along with the Atlas Agro Green Fertilizer Incentive Program. The session in Olympia begins on January 12th. We're going to head to Yakima County now, where the Triumph Treatment Center in the city of Yakima has reopened one of its family emergency shelters following a major renovation that began early this year. Thanks to a nearly $1 million grant from the Housing Preservation Program, Triumph Treatment Center not only provides substance use disorder treatment, but also vital housing programs for families in need. The shelter on Yakima Avenue has 16 rooms with 12 designated for emergency shelter stays lasting 30 to 90 days. Since taking ownership in 2008, the facility required more than a cosmetic update.
This grant allowed us to give a great refresh to the shelter, but more important than simple refreshing like the paint and the floors and new lighting, we're able to address some structural issues to make sure that we have the shelter for long term. New roof, new HVAC, improved plumbing, things like this.
Though the shelter is fully booked now, Triumph encourages families in need to reach out as availability can quickly change. We will have contact information later tonight on our website.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Wednesday evening to you. Let's take a live look outside by Mart Skycam, taking a look down in the Yakima Valley. Things are pretty quiet this evening and the winds are actually calming down. Winds there are light at 7 miles per hour, 43 degrees. Our feels like temp is 39. So on the chilly side, you're going to be feeling those temperatures getting even cooler as the evening moves on. Look at this, winds dying down, especially in Kittitas and Yakima Valley. A little bit breezier when you get down into Hermiston and Walla Walla, foothills of the Blue. Still seeing those breezy winds, nothing like we heard and saw this morning. Let's take a look at our futurecast and see where we're going with that. Futurecast looking pretty calm at midnight tonight. Should be able to get a good night's sleep, unlike last night, but we could see those winds start to pick up after we get into Thursday evening into Friday. We could see more gusty winds. Now, let's talk about the flooding. We're watching the Yakima River, the Natchez River again, Minor River flooding through 4 a.m. on Sunday. Let's take a look at the Yakima River at Kiona. Right now, we're underneath action stage. Things have quieted down, but as you can see, the river is going to rise and fall below crest, but hitting that minor flooding zone, and that should happen as we get into the next few hours. So heading towards the weekend, the crest there on Saturday at 13.48 feet. So again, be safe. Now let's cue our winter weather alerts, lots of those. Take a look at the northern Blue Mountains of Oregon. We're going to see 3 to 7 inches of snow to start with. Then it transitions to rain and freezing rain, where we could see 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulating. 2 to 6 inches of snow on the lower elevation of the Cascades. Cascades, again accumulating ice. So we get the snow first, then the ice comes later. Treacherous driving conditions once again a little bit higher up in the Cascades, 4 to 10 inches of snow, pretty significant. And once again, we'll see that snow transition to a rain-snow mix, or even just plain old ice. That's heavy rain coming in on this atmospheric river, higher snow rates along the coast here in Oregon. And then as you can see, the red zone, that's going to be the snow in the early part of Thursday. Futurecast again showing you that same thing. We're seeing the snow up there, the rain, and then we really get inundated with snow later in the morning there Thursday. Starting to see those showers moving across the lower elevations, but skirting right around the area, you see the snow moving through, and then we'll cue the snow here in the Blue Mountains as well. Now taking a look at tomorrow night, the rain transitions from snow to rain, and then snow heads over to the east. So lots of active weather continues. Let's keep our eye here in this portion where we're going to see some heavy snow moving through the region later on. Could be impassable Thursday night into Friday on I-84, Cabbage Hill area, expecting some heavy duty rain and snow showers. So lots of active weather. Let's talk about our 7-day forecast. There's all the rain, those breezy winds continuing. No first alert weather alert days, although we are keeping an eye on the rivers. Yakima also looking breezy and wet for several days. Look at the temperatures. We're cooling to more seasonal as we head into next week. Taking a look at Ellensburg. Now this is where it gets tricky. We're a little bit further up in elevation, and we'll have that rain mix with snow. So snowflakes falling, transitioning to rain, equaling ice on the roads. Could be very slick and treacherous in that area. Walla Walla mostly seeing rain all day tomorrow with those breezy winds, and Hermiston also looking at a wet one with breezy winds as well. Not seeing that lower elevation snow, and the question that keeps coming my way, will we have a white Christmas?
Not looking that way.
You could go to the mountains.
There you go.
There'll be plenty of white up there.
Yeah.
But probably not in the lower elevations. We'll see.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Stacy, thank you. Coming up next, we're going to tell you how donated gifts are encouraging positive choices for youth in Franklin County.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times.
No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
Snow is in the air, and it's beginning to look a lot like savings during the holiday sale at Furniture Row. Stop in today because everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Unwrap amazing deals on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, make decorating your entire home easier with 48 months no interest and no down payment. So pack up the sleigh, pick up grandmother on the way, and shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
I have something for you.
Hi. I have something for you too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times.
No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Weeknights at 5, I bring you the Spotlight. Well, tonight, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is partnering with schools to reward students. On Tuesday, officials say deputies visited rural schools with donated toys in tow, which were awards for several programs. Officials say students will receive these gifts for their good habits and positive behavior. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Connect with us on social media. All right.
Is that how we all connect now? Social media.
Social media.
But it's the holidays. Go say hi to someone in person.
100%.
All right, we're going to make you smile, so stay with us when we come right back.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Do you get into a funk or depression during winter months? It could be seasonal affective disorder. There's information on how to fight back at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
From our family at Scott Smith State Farm, serving the Tri-Cities for over 15 years with our 2 locations in Kennewick and 1 in Yakima. We wish you joy, peace, and prosperity this holiday season. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scott Smith State Farm.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's right here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths for this season's holiday cheer. Bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out fresh, colorful poinsettias. Visit us at Queensgate Gardens today.
Save now on everything you need for Christmas with Buy Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Save in the bonus zone on Montana's Silversmiths jewelry. It's all 30% off. Find North Star faux fur or micro plush heated throws for just $39.99. Select Hickory Farms gift sets are 20% off. Tillamook bag jerky is sale priced at $9.99. And find select Christmas indoor and outdoor decor at up to 50% off. Save now at employee-owned Buy Mart.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
When a chaotic police chase ended at the Tri-Cities Airport, only Apple Valley News Now was there.
Austin Reed out here live.
Live on our Facebook page.
Police told me this is fentanyl.
Then later reported on our evening shows. Apple Valley News Now, first with breaking news.
Next DT, we're with the Golden Globe nominees' First Timers Club. Plus, Kathy Hilton's exclusive holiday home tour and the Housemaid stars are serving and
spilling the ET.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And we always like to end on a positive note, so come take a look at your screen. Your reason to smile sent in by a great viewer from Walla Walla. Last Thursday evening sunset. Look at that, beautiful. Grab those sunsets while you can and get those weather photos in. Use that QR code on top of your screen right there. Thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. Real quick, we've got big snow coming to the Cascade Mountains. If you have travel plans over the weekend or over the next few days, certainly check the passes. Highway 12, White Pass, is closed in both directions at this point. We do have flood threats and cooler temperatures, more seasonal as we head towards the weekend. So check the pass reports and be prepared for winter driving or just stay home.
There you go.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us here at 5. We'll be back at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great evening.